Imagine losing your job tomorrow morning. No warning, no backup plan, and no idea where your next paycheck will come from. Now imagine someone hands you a small piece of leather worth just $3 and tells you that it could become the foundation of a completely new skill. Sounds impossible? Maybe not. Because while artificial intelligence is replacing jobs across the world, some skills are becoming more valuable than ever. Not because they're digital, not because they're high-tech, but because they're human. Today, we're looking at one of those skills, leather crafting, a skill that can start with a tiny investment and potentially grow into a side hustle, a business, or even a career. Let's find out why. What is a leather craftsman? A leather craftsman is someone who designs and creates products using leather. Things like wallets, belts, card holders, passport covers, keychains, watch straps, and premium leather accessories. Every day, millions of people carry leather products without thinking about who made them. But behind every handcrafted wallet and every custom-made leather bag, there is a skilled craftsman, someone who transforms a simple piece of leather into something useful, durable, and valuable. And unlike mass-produced factory products, handcrafted leather goods often command higher prices because customers appreciate quality, uniqueness, and the human touch. Why this skill still matters. Today, many office jobs are changing. AI can write emails, create reports, generate images, and automate repetitive tasks. But leather crafting is different because it exists in the physical world. Every cut requires precision. Every stitch requires control. Every product requires craftsmanship. AI can design a wallet, but it can't sit at a workbench and handcraft one. And as more things become digital, products made by human hands often become even more valuable. Starting for just $3, one of the best things about leather crafting is how affordable it can be to begin. You don't need a factory, you don't need expensive machinery, and you don't need years of training before creating your first project. Start with a small leather sheet. Watch a beginner tutorial online and make a simple card holder. That's it. Your goal isn't perfection. Your goal is progress. Every expert craftsman started with a first project. Every professional made mistakes. And every skill begins with a beginner. Your first leather project. Most beginners start with a simple card holder, and for good reason. It's small, affordable, and teaches the basics. You'll learn how to measure, cut, punch holes, and stitch leather together. By the end of your first project, you'll understand more about leather crafting than most people ever will. And you'll have created something real with your own hands. The business opportunity. Now let's talk about money, because learning a skill is great, but turning that skill into income is even better. Many handcrafted leather products sell for far more than the material cost. A simple card holder, a custom wallet, a personalized belt. Customers are often willing to pay extra for products that feel unique, products that aren't made on an assembly line. And thanks to platforms like Etsy, Shopify, social media, and local markets, reaching customers has never been easier. Some people start as hobbyists, then become side hustlers, and eventually build real businesses. Why handcrafted goods may become more valuable. Here's something interesting. The more artificial the world becomes, the more people begin to value authenticity. When everything is generated by algorithms, human-made products stand out. A handcrafted wallet tells a story. Custom leather belt feels personal. A handmade product carries something machines can't replicate. Human effort, human creativity, human pride. And that's exactly why many skilled trades continue to survive, even as technology evolves. The big lesson. This video isn't really about leather. It's about adaptability. The future belongs to people who are willing to learn, willing to build, and willing to create value. Because opportunities don't disappear, they change. And those who adapt often find new paths forward. Final thoughts. Maybe the future doesn't belong only to programmers or AI engineers. Maybe it also belongs to people who know how to create something real. People who can transform simple materials into products that others value. And maybe your next opportunity isn't hidden inside a computer. Maybe it's waiting inside a small piece of leather worth just $3. Before you go, I have one question for you. If you lost your job tomorrow, would you be willing to learn a skill like leather crafting? Or would you choose a completely different path? Let me know in the comments. And if you had to start over with just $3, what skill would you learn first? I'd love to read your answers, because your idea might inspire someone else's future. Subscribe to the Human Edge TV for more future-proof careers, practical skills, and opportunities that technology can't easily replace. Because in a world filled with artificial intelligence, your greatest advantage may still be your humanity.